Okay, Aries, before we even get into the cards, I'm already feeling like there is a situation here where you're maybe asking for something. There's a situation here, yeah, where you're asking for something, you're waiting to hear something, receive something, know something. And it's like you're waiting to the point maybe you have been obsessing over hearing whatever this situation here is. But I feel like it feels like that situation. I don't know what the situation is or how it conveys to each person, but what it feels like, whatever it is that you're waiting to hear, whatever it is that you're waiting to know or get confirmation on, it's like you're sitting in it already. Like you already, you know what I'm saying? You already got the confirmation. It's kind of like somebody's like in a pool. They fall into a pool. They're like, oh my God, they're freaking out, trying to get out, whatever. They stand up. The water only comes to their like mid calf muscle. You feel what I'm saying? So it feels like that kind of situation. Like say for instance, you want to create something or you want to go somewhere or yeah, say you want to go somewhere, say you want to go on a trip or something. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm rambling. I already gave you an example. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I feel myself about to go on and on and on. But you might be wanting to go on a trip. Empress here. So Empress energy, feminine energy is about receiving or being receptive. So this is something that maybe requires you to be a little bit more receptive, maybe requires you to enjoy like the finer things or enjoy or look at the small details, enjoy the small details. Like say for instance you're working on a career or you're trying to go to school, something like that. Like okay, you really want this thing that you're trying to do, you really want to graduate, but it's like you need to look at the fact that you're in the program. So it's not like you need to really rush and graduate, because now graduating is going to now finally fulfill your dreams. It's like you already are living out your dreams as you're going to school for this thing. The moon, ooh, the Hierophant reverse fell out, and the moon fell out too. So it feels like maybe you're hiding it. Ooh, feels like maybe you're hiding it from yourself, or maybe you feel like something, the way that it happened or the way that it went about, it keeps itching, was not normal, or you feel like it's not going the way that everybody else did it, or you feel like it's kind of, yeah, it's like you're going at your own pace, but it feels like maybe you could be, ooh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. Let me get back to this. Yeah, but it feels like you're going at your own pace, but I feel like you could be heavily comparing yourself to other people and what their progress looks like and what their results look like. And I think that that really could be hindering progress, or making you not really notice the progress, or make you second guess, or is that right? Second guess the progress that you have been making. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into this Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, because I am curious into what this is. This feels like divine timing. This feels like love. This feels like the clock struck 12. Maybe, let me see if the Wheel of Fortune could be, I'm going to see if this is like something has changed here, or this could be like you may be trying to control the time on something or the speed. Let's see what the card is. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Let's go one more card. Oh, Nine of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Okay, so this is you trying to control something, trying to change something. I think you need to come out of this energy where you could have been very, like you're not letting the battle end, like you keep trying to fight. Like you keep trying to fight, you keep trying to go back into it, you keep trying to make fetch happen with the situation, where it's like you can't really force this situation. This situation here is something that is going to take time, where you may have to be maybe a little bit patient, especially if it's the Lovers and it's something that you really want, and it's something that's like It's really like a black and white situation. Either you have it or you completely don't. There's no really middle ground with the situation. And it is something that is really big. Even if it's like you making a certain amount of money or being in a certain position at work, it feels like because it is something that's big, it's going to take time. It's like a slow build. And then once you get to the top, it's like a freaking explosion. You know, it's like a slow build. Like foreplay. Okay. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. I was supposed to use a whole nother deck, and I just went on with this one. So, Ace of Pentacles. Either this is a situation that you lost in the past that you're comparing this to, or you feel like you have a lot of losses. You've experienced a lot of losses. Yeah, I think that's what it maybe you feel like you've experienced. Five of Swords. Yeah, like either you're telling yourself maybe you haven't even experienced or as many losses as you think you have, or maybe the situation is not as undeveloped as you think it is. Maybe it is more developed than you think it is. Maybe there is more progress than you think it is. But I think going back to the Hierophant and the reverse that we had here, I feel like it's just because you're comparing your thing to other people's things. Hold on, let me move this incense because it's killing me. Okay. I don't know what I was saying. So we're gonna move on. Ooh, the Chariot. What's behind it? What's behind it was the Chariot, the Page of Swords, and the Temperance. Maybe having to push through these Page of Swords thoughts, these things you could be telling yourself, things that you're hearing, things that you're seeing. Maybe you're looking this stuff up too much. You could be looking at something a little too much. You could be looking at your grades too much. You could be looking at your bank account too much. You could be looking at your website too much. Like, oh, did I get an order? Did I get an order? Did they order it? Did they get it? But it's like this Temperance here says something about maybe timing, balance. What's the Temperance? Six of Pentacles in reverse. So that feels like a flow, receptivity. Say the Six of Pentacles. See how those cups are turned upside down and unbalanced, because the six is supposed to be like a flow like this, okay? Because the cups are flowing in and out. There's balance, there's water, there's earth, there's fire, there's air. Okay, sixes are balanced as well, but with it in reverse here, feels like there needs to be some type of rebalance in something you're giving people, something you're putting out, or maybe what's the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Working together. There's something here that you need to work with somebody with, Aries. Maybe there's somebody that you're dealing with. Could be some type of advisor, something of the situation. Could be a partner. Feels like community in some way. Maybe you are not really in the community the way that you need to be. Page of Pentacles here. So it's like maybe you could be being a little bit selfish, a little bit prideful. Like you're not like shit. It doesn't feel like a shit. Maybe you need to get more in a sharing and is caring kind of energy for some reason. Maybe you're trying to take over things. You're trying to dominate something. Or that's the idea that you have. It's like you have to dominate this situation. Six of Wands in the reverse. Feels like you've been trying to like hurry up and press the gas and speed up, heal in a race, but it's like your car kind of what's it, I don't know what it's called, but it won't move. Like something kind of popped or something. Like that's what it feels like. You're kind of putting yourself into, like you're trying to maybe be the first that's winning. Maybe you're trying to be like the first in line, Aries. That is typical for y'all, for wanting to be the best, wanting to be the one and only, wanting to be the one that stands out. But I feel like you're not really, because you're trying to do that, because you're trying to win something, you're not really able to experience or receive the actual progression. Seven of Swords in reverse. You need to cut out the tactics. Somebody needs to cut out the tactics, even if it's not you. It's the King of Pentacles. And the Pentacles are the details. Details do matter. The details matter, okay? Because then you can understand the whole story. But if you jump from 0 to 100, you miss so many steps, and then 100 is not really that enjoyable. You don't get to really enjoy it. You don't get to really enjoy the process. You don't get to enjoy to look back at 100 and then look all the way down to where you start at 0 and say, wow, look at all the things that I've gained. Look at all the things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? So it feels like you're trying to jumpstart something. That's what I meant by the car analogy. You're trying to jumpstart a situation, and I think you could just slow down a little bit, enjoy the moment, smell the flowers, maybe gain community while you're there, gain access to things, understanding, knowledge, whatever it is that you're doing. If you're in school, you need to really be taking your time and learning the information. If you're in training for a job, I know you want to be the best Aries, but you really need to, be diligent in your training so you can actually fully understand the situation, whatever it is in totality. So when you do it, you are the best at it. And nobody can tell you nothing because you know all the steps because you took your time in it, okay? And you're Aries, so you're always going to be the best anyway. So that is your reading. Like, comment, and subscribe.